Hey beauties, I accidentally deleted the intro to this video, but today we're reviewing the One Size Turn Up the Base Full Coverage Foundation, and we're doing a 6-hour wear test. I hope you tune in. Enjoy! So about this foundation, this is called the One Size Turn Up the Base Full Beat Waterproof Liquid Foundation. It comes in, I want to say 38 shades, and it is said to be waterproof, a long wear waterproof sweat-proof foundation formulated with only 16 ingredients that gives full coverage and maximum comfort to visibly blur and smooth without clogging pores. If you know anything about the One Size products or Patrick Starr's products, they do not do anything light beat. There's nothing light about their products. They're very pigmented. I understand the other foundation is also very full coverage, so this is a full coverage foundation. It's not something that you're going to wear on let me speak for me. This is not a foundation I would wear every day, but when I do want to have a full coverage foundation, I would reach for something like this. I like a full coverage foundation. They don't necessarily have to be matte, but they do have to be long wearing and comfortable. And from my experience just wearing this the other day, it was very comfortable to wear, but I did not do a wear test. I simply tried it on to make sure the shade was correct, hence why I got a sample from Sephora, because I'm always going to try before I buy anytime I can. This retails for $44, and I have the shade medium dark 55 in, and that's another thing with these shades. When I got this, I was surprised that a neutral shade, what they describe it as, is medium dark 55 in, medium dark with neutral undertones. I'm not normally a neutral girl, but when I tried it on in the store, I was like, okay, the golden ones that I went with, the medium dark 40G, that would probably be a better winter color for me, but this one just blended into my skin, and I was like, okay, so that tells me again that every line, every collection, even though they say they're golden or yellow, you have to try it on, because every product, or every brand I should say, does their undertones and things a little bit differently. For instance, in my House Labs, I am a medium cool. In MAC, I'm a cool, but they run warm. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is another reason why I advocate, when you can, to go get a sample of the foundation and try it on at home in your lighting, in front of natural light, etc. So enough yapping. Let's go ahead and try on this foundation. Another thing for me, since I have normal to dry skin and this is a matte finish foundation, I have prepped my skin really well. I've done my skincare. I have on a moisturizer, and now I'm just going to do a blurring primer. I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Primer. He does have a Secure the Blur primer in their collection, but I did not get that. I've never tried their primers before, but I know this one works, and because it is full coverage, that means it's going to cover everything, but it also means that if it doesn't wear right, it's going to cling and showcase texture. I didn't really have that issue the other day, but I only wore it for like an hour and a half, and I didn't put on any setting, any primers, nothing. When I first did this wear test, I did not put on any type of primer, just moisturizer. And I didn't set it with anything, so there was no other makeup except this foundation on my face. So now I want to see how these all marry together with my other makeup products. She gave me a lot in here. She gave me like 3 or 4 pumps, and I was supposed to wear this during the weekend at Sephora this past weekend, and I forgot it. And plus it was kind of a mess, so I just put what I already had in my makeup bag as my travel pack. But you can see this is very thick. I'm putting it on my fingers and it's not running, it's not moving, so it does have a thicker consistency like so. But I'm still going to apply it, well, how I normally would. Warm it up on the back of my hand, kind of blend it out on my brush, and that's the color. So I think the color match is really fantastic. And let's see, I'm in front of my window. I have my normal lighting. So this is, yeah, that's a great color. This is what it looks like. And as you can already tell, it is full coverage. It is full coverage because it ain't missing a thing. This little pimple I had right here, gone. Let me make sure I don't have a shadow on here. Okay, hold on. I put my lighting a little bit to my left so I wouldn't have such a shadow, so you guys can see how full. But it's very beautiful. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel cakey. Even though it does have a thick consistency, it feels, you know, skin-like almost. But I like when I have a full coverage, and this is a really full coverage foundation, because you could tell the difference right here, and how well it just looked blur and almost airbrush. I kind of like that. I'm not going to color correct at all. I'm going to let the foundation do the work for me today. So I'm going to go in on the other side. That's probably too much because I still had some on the brush. Just blend it out on the back of my hand. And on this side, I'm just going to tap it in just to get a little bit more coverage since I am not color correcting. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. I mean, so yeah, you can see how well that cover. Hyperpigmentation, where? Acne scars, where? If this is a full coverage, this is the type of full coverage foundation that I like. And I stayed away from the one size setting powder and the spray. I used the spray and the setting powder, and I ended up giving both of them away because they were too drying for my face. So I'm curious to see what I'm going to set this with to make sure that it stays in place. I think I may just do it with my normal lighter setting sprays. I have so much foundation under my nail. I'm just going to go back in with what's left on the brush and just tap in and make sure. I think I'm just going to set it with my normal lightweight powder so as not to add anything, because I don't want to look cake face, but I do love the snatcherization that is going on. What is happening? That looks absolutely beautiful. That covered, hold on, let me make sure you can see my forehead. That looks absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I'm curious to see though when I add my other makeup. That's my biggest wear test today. I have to film other YouTube videos today. I think I have one more YouTube video to film, and then my short form content. So we're going to see how this holds up. And I'm just using my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray just to kind of melt it into my face. But I'm really loving how that looks upon first application. And I'm going to get you right here in my smile lines where I normally have a little separation with my makeup. That just happens. I'm going to make sure to set right here. So I'm going to finish my face offline because this is a foundation review. We're going to focus on the foundation, and then we'll come back with the finished face, and then we'll start the wear test. Alright beauty, so this is the final look using the new One Size foundation, the One Size Turn Up the Base Full Beat Waterproof Foundation. I wish sometimes these brands would just say, hey, this is my new full coverage foundation and it's waterproof. These 5011 names. Anyway, so this is what the final look is looking like. It looks so good. Honest to God, it looks airbrushed. So I set my under eye with my Fit Me Maybelline powder. I set where I normally get my smile lines here with my Laura Mercier loose setting powder, the Ultra Blur. And then I set the rest of my face with my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. I use finely milled powders for a reason, because the foundation is so full coverage. I didn't want to add more full coverage powder on it. And I sprayed my face again with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. It is currently 1:20 in the afternoon, and I have, like I said, more videos to film. I filmed the look, filming this look, and then I have another YouTube video to film, so you're going to see this look again. But we're going to give this foundation a wear test. I just want you to see how it's looking, and let me get here so we can see any separation here. I don't see anything. This looks flawless. This looks flawless. Let's start the wear test now. Okay beauties, we are back with the wear test of the One Size foundation. It is currently 6:11 p.m. so it's been just about 5 hours that I've had this on. I have recorded 3 videos today, so you'll be seeing this look a lot. But let's get in with the foundation. Let me adjust you, and let's just take a gander at how this is looking. it still looks really good. I haven't touched up anything. I didn't touch up any powder. I didn't spray my face down. I didn't re-moisturize anything. You can still see a little bit of my texture peeking through. That's pretty normal for me when I wear foundations, but the biggest thing is that this foundation did not sink into the texture, anything like that. This is where my makeup normally separates, but it still is covering quite well. You can see my hyperpigmentation peeking through, but overall, not bad at all. And I say not bad at all, especially for me not doing any touch-ups. I mean, look at this coverage. The color match oxidized very, very slightly because I can see the line of demarcation starting right about here. But overall, how this feels throughout the day, my face doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel oily, but I'm a dry skin girl, so if I have any oil, it's going to be right here and on my forehead. Let me zoom you back a little bit. You can see a little bit of my natural oils peeking through right there, but overall, I'm afraid this foundation is a hit, y'all. Even for me with dry skin, mature skin at the age of 48, I prep my skin really well. Like I said, I think this foundation might be a winner. This is the longest I've worn it. It played really well with my other makeup. This might be a winner. So this concludes the wear test and my review of the One Size Turn Up the Base full coverage or full beat waterproof foundation. This is not going to be an everyday foundation. If I decide to purchase this, I will be purchasing it during the Sephora sale, but I also want to empty out a couple of other bottles that I have first. But this could be a good wintertime cold weather foundation for whenever we get a winter or a temperature below 50 degrees, because it is full coverage. This is something that I would pull out on the days where I need longevity, like today when I'm filming, or if I go to an event or to dinner. This is the foundation that I will be wearing. This is very nice. I'm just very happy with how it looks at the end of the day and how my face doesn't feel heavy, cakey, like I slathered on makeup. A little bit of this goes a long way. Yeah, so this is my first time experiencing any product from One Size complexion wise, and for me it's a big thumbs up. If you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. As usual, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts down in the comments below. Everything will be linked below, including the shade that I was matched with here. Highly recommend going into the store if you're able to pick your shade, because the one that I picked out online was totally different from the one that I actually matched myself with. Totally recommend doing that. But overall, I'm giving this foundation a 2 thumbs up. So thanks again for tuning in, you guys, and I'll be back here with my next video. I just can't stop looking at myself, but I do need to wash my face and go on about the rest of my evening. So y'all have a good night, and I'll be back here with y'all real soon. Bye.